my name is Annie and I'm 14 and I have alopecia areata. I'm one of the members of the Alopecia UK Youth Voice Board. The Youth Voice Board is a new project designed to make sure that young people's voices are heard within the charity, so that we can inform, create and improve things for other young people with alopecia. We wanted to create a video that helps share some of our experiences and opinions on having alopecia as a teenager. Here's some things we want you to know about having alopecia. Not everyone likes to be called brave. From a personal note, I really don't like the word. I haven't done anything amazing to be called brave, and I'm just living my life. I think people are shocked when they see bald youth, but I also think being called brave is almost shutting off the reason we are bald. We are seen brave for showing our true selves, but we're just not covering up. We've decided to be bald because that's what we want to do. And I don't think that has anything to do with how brave we might be. I think we've just decided that this is how we're going to be for the day. And that shouldn't be influenced, or a word shouldn't be set on what we're doing.
I'm Sylvia, I'm 17, and one thing I want you to know about alopecia is that everyone experiences it differently. So there is actually different types of alopecia, including alopecia areata, which I suffer from, which is patchy hair loss. And there's also alopecia universalis, which is like loss of all hair on your body, and alopecia totalis, which means like loss of hair like on your scalp. And people also deal with alopecia differently. So some people choose to talk about it and encourage people to ask them questions about it. And some people choose to hide it and aren't comfortable talking about it, which is fine. And from my personal experience is I normally lose hair in the summer and winter only, but it's, as I say, it's different for everyone.
Elina, I'm 17 and I have alopecia universalis. So something I want people to know is that the impact isn't just hair loss. So yeah, by definition, alopecia is hair loss, but there are a lot of things that come with that, both that affect you mentally and physically. So alopecia can have a great impact on self-esteem and confidence, because sometimes it can feel like you've lost a part of yourself. So I know for me personally, I was already quite shy when my hair fell out, and it didn't help with my confidence and self-esteem. And alopecia can have a negative impact on mental health in general. As well as this, it can have an impact on physical health that people don't really think about. For example, losing your eyelashes can cause dust to get into them more easily and irritate them. And also, if you don't have body hair, you can be colder because you don't have like the layer of hair to like keep you warm. As well as this, I know a lot of people with alopecia can suffer from nail problems. Your nails can be like brittle or crack, and that's known to be quite a common thing. So yeah, I think what I'm trying to say is that like alopecia isn't just hair loss, and there are many mental and physical aspects that come with it too.
I'm Isla, I'm 14, I have alopecia universalis. The thing I want people to know that it's not always cancer, and people automatically assume it's cancer because once they see that you're bald or have patches of hair loss, they think you're going through chemo and going through therapy, and then they have sympathy for you, but not everyone likes to have sympathy. And when people explain that it's alopecia, they're like, oh, okay, then they no longer have sympathy for you, and then they just feel like, oh, that poor child or person has hair loss, it's no big deal, and it's nothing that to be worried about, and that they're not sick, and they don't really care anymore about it.
Gwen, I'm 13 and I have alopecia areata. The thing I want people to know is that we often can't control our hair loss. For me personally, I started having alopecia in 2019 and it stopped falling out a few months later. Recently, in the past few months, I've had it falling out again and it's recently stopped. And for me, it seems to be triggered by stress. And the second time around I had it, it was just like a moment of realization. This is just something I'm going to have to deal with forever. And there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, I'm 13 years old and I have alopecia areata. The thing that I want to talk about is that even though we all suffer from different types of alopecia, we all like suffer the same. So, for example, someone with alopecia areata and just like a few patches would still deal with the same, like the same difficulty as someone with no hair, because, for example, someone with just patches will see their hair falling out, whereas someone with no hair will deal with the stairs. And I think people need to learn that just because we all have different types of alopecia doesn't mean we all get different types of sympathy.
Zainab, I'm 14 and I have alopecia areata. I would like people to know that people with alopecia can still do normal things. For example, wearing a high ponytail may be a little bit more difficult, but if you don't have enough hair, but I promise you, alopecia doesn't stop us.